students. Welcome to DAV Mobile Public School. I hope you are doing great with the chapter of light. Earlier we have discussed case number 1, which says that whenever incident light ray is parallel to principal axis, the reflected ray will always and always pass through focus in case of concave mirror. And also we have studied whenever incident light ray is parallel to principal axis in terms of convex mirror, the reflected ray would appear to pass through focus. This we have already studied. Now we will see case number 2, what exactly case number 2 says. Now again I will take the example of concave mirror first. Now what does case number 2 says? Whenever incident light rays passes through the focus of a concave mirror, what will happen? Now whenever incident light ray passes through the focus of a concave mirror, I have drawn a concave mirror. This is a principal axis. Now this is the focus and this is the center of curvature. Earlier we have studied terminology. So this is the exact center of this imaginary sphere, hollow sphere. So half of center of curvature would be focused. This is center of curvature. Half of center of curvature is focus. Now what if the incident light ray would pass through focus? Now this was the condition. Second case says this is the incident light ray which is passing through the focus. As you can see, the incident light ray is passing exactly from the focus F. And what will happen to the reflected ray? The reflected ray will be parallel to principal axis. So in short, you will say whenever incident light ray passes through the focus, the reflected ray, this green light ray is a reflected ray, would be parallel to principal axis. So reflected light ray is parallel to principal axis. Again, I am drawing a normal between incident light ray and reflected light ray. It will pass through center of curvature. Again, angle of incidence and angle of reflection would be equal over here. Now, I'm taking an example of convex mirror. This was concave mirror. Now we will see the same phenomena in terms of convex mirror. Again, principal axis. This is pole, focus and center of curvature. Now, in this case, the incident light ray is appearing to pass through focus. Now, this is the incident light ray. Since the mirror is of diverging nature, it won't pass through focus, but it would appear to pass through focus. This statement has a deep meaning in it. Would appear to pass through focus. So this is the incident light ray, and if I trace the path of incident light ray, this light ray is appearing to pass through focus. So this statement means when the incident light ray appear to pass through focus, the reflected ray, since it is of diverging nature, it would be parallel to principal axis. So the reflected light ray is over here. This reflected light ray is parallel to principal axis. Again, whenever incident light ray is appearing to pass through focus, the reflected light ray would be parallel to principal axis. So if this was the path of incident light ray, so I'm tracing that path backward. It is passing through focus. In that circumstances, the reflected light ray would be parallel to principal axis. Again, a normal angle of incidence and angle of reflection would be equal. This was case number 2. Now let's see what do case number 3 says. When the incident light ray passes through or appear to pass through center of curvature. Again, I'm taking an example of concave mirror. This is principal axis, center of curvature, focus and pole. Now, when the incident light ray passes through center of curvature. Now, this is the incident light ray. This was the center of curvature. Now, what if the incident light ray passes to the center of curvature? What will happen? The reflected light ray would trace back its original path. Okay. Now, this was the path of incident light ray. Now in third case says whenever incident light ray passes through to the center of curvature, the reflected light ray would travel the same path as that of incident light ray. Incident light ray was traveling in this, so reflected light ray will travel the same path. So again, as you can see, the reflected light ray is traveling the same path. incident light was coming in this direction, the reflected light ray at the point of incident hits the surface and again travels or traces the same path as that of incident light ray. Now the same thing is happening in terms of convex mirror. Now whenever incident light ray appear to pass through center of curvature, this is incident light ray. Now if I trace this path backward with the dotted lines, it is appearing to pass through center of curvature. Now what will happen? Again the same thing, the reflected light ray is indicated with green light. It will travel the same path as that of incident light. Incident light was traveling in this direction. At the point of incident, the reflected light ray hits the surface and travels the same path as that of incident light ray, which means in this case reflection from both spherical surface, light moves back in the same path. Light moves back in the same path as that of incident light ray. So in short, whenever light ray passes through center of curvature in terms of concave mirror, the reflected light ray will travel the same path. The similar thing, whenever light ray passes through or appear to pass through center of curvature, reflected light ray will travel same path. Now let's see case number 4. When the incident light ray is normal to the reflecting surface. Now this is the principal axis. Again, center of curvature, focus and a pole. Now whenever incident light ray passes through the whenever incident light ray passes or overlaps the principal axis, what will happen? The reflected light ray would travel the same path as that of incident light ray, which means this was the principal axis. The incident light ray has traveled the same path as that of principal axis. The reflected light ray will travel the same path as that of incident light ray. In this case, the incident light ray will be reflected back by the reflecting surface of the spherical mirror. So incident light ray was going in this direction. At the point of incidence, the reflected ray hits the surface and travel the same path as that of incident light ray. The same thing is happening in terms of concave mirror also. This was the incident light ray. So reflected light ray will travel the same path, will hit the surface and travel the same path as that of incident light ray. Now, what does case number 5 says? When the incident light ray passes obliquely at the pole. Now, this again, example of concave mirror. This is center of curvature, focus and a pole. Now, this is incident light ray. It hits the exact center of pole, and what will happen? The reflected light ray will travel in this direction, thereby obeying the law of angle of incidence and angle of reflection. It will trace the symmetrical path of principal axis. What do I mean by the word symmetrical axis? Symmetrical axis means that if this is the principal axis, angle of incidence and angle of reflection, this angle over here would be equal. If I draw normal exactly at the center, then both parts would be equal. The similar thing is happening over here. Convex mirror, principal axis, pole, focus and center of curvature is lying over here. Whenever incident light ray hits the pole, exact center of this mirror, it will travel obliquely, thereby obeying symmetrical path, that is angle of incidence and angle of reflection would be equal. So this was all about cases which you have to apply for studying image formation in terms of convex as well as concave mirror. I hope you have understood the concept. Thank you and have a nice day.